Welcome to the Dichotomy of Success, where we explore the art and science of becoming unstoppable, where force meets flow. Hi, I'm Jeff Moore, and I'm coming to you live or recorded from my studio here. I'm the lead singer, composer, lead guitarist for Dark Ballet, in addition to being co-owner of Peak Music Studios. And I really appreciate you being here, especially for a topic that I find so personally meaningful to me, which is why we are going to do these weekly discussions that really discuss my journey to where I am, how I got here, why I thought I would never in a million years be where I'm at right now, where I'm going in the future, and the students and really partners that I work with in teaching that have made it to places they never imagined they could be. I've worked with students who were just absolutely so terrified they could barely sing in front of me or play guitar in front of me. And I have seen them perform on a stage in front of 1,000 people and love it. And that journey required an awful lot of work. I gave them training in certain tools. They put it to work and they sweated through it. They became, and that's one thing that I tell everyone I work with. I can show you the tools, but it is up to you to use them. When I started using these tools, my life transformed. But I didn't have them all in one place. I had to go various places to get them. So I want to compile them together, and hopefully you find the same meaning that I do. And I appreciate you being here. So let's talk about topic one, which is hope and whether you deserve that or not, and how you can measure that each night. So each week I'm going to cover a topic, and then I'm going to give you a practical way to apply that topic to becoming who you feel like you should be. So let's dive in. So let's talk about success and hope. Is hope important? I talk to a lot of people who tell me that hope is not important, that we live in a relatively hopeless era, that people are too old, too tired, just not talented enough, and it is all BS. 99% of the time, if you can be courageous enough to admit to a dream, a creative dream, you want to do something, you can first admit that to yourself, and then you can seek out someone that can help you do that. And then you take action every day. You can almost always guarantee success. Now, success may not be the same thing that you envision when you first sit down. I've had students who come in and I want to sing in front of Madison Square Garden with Adele next year. And it's like, well, that is within the realm of possibility. However, we probably need a longer arc, and maybe it isn't Adele that you're singing with. Maybe it's somebody else. Maybe it is, but we need to get together a practical plan to make it appealing for Adele to want to perform with you. Madison Square Garden needs to know that you have the skill set and the audience to bring in the number of people they need to operate as a venue, and then all we do is schedule it. So it sounds simple when you write it down, but if that's how the dream becomes reality, that's on the other side of it. The first thing you need to do is express that dream. If you have the courage to do that, and courage is not the absence of fear. Nelson Mandela says that courage is operating in spite of fear. And I have a band member and person that I do mentoring with, Jess, who's a really good musician who is becoming better each day too. Her trajectory, her future is in the stratosphere. if she continues on the path that she's on right now. She gave me a quote, and that is, I am afraid to do this thing. I have to do it anyway. And that is an acknowledgement of the reality that if we want to do something that is a real dream, a real desire, it's a big thing, we have to recognize that we're going to doubt on occasion, that we're going to be afraid on occasion. In fact, David Bowie said that unless you feel afraid of what you're doing, you're not being creative enough. You're not pushing yourself to where you need to be. David Bowie said, it's just where your feet can't quite touch the bottom of the pool. And I know what that means because I don't swim very well. So it's like, ooh, that is a little bit freaky. It is. But if you're there and you can persist in being there and you can say, I'm going to plant myself here, some days are going to be better than others, you will see amazing results. What's the one thing we need to be there? Hope. Hope that what? Hope that the future will be better. I guarantee it will be better if you take daily action. How can we take daily action? Number 2, we need to feel like we deserve that brighter future. Do you deserve that brighter future? So, a couple of discussion points, and then we will talk about the action plan that you need. So, what are the discussion points? Number 1, you need hope. There was a study in 1991, and that was by Charles Snyder. He found that people that had higher levels of hope had higher levels of success. And that was measuring pre-post. Higher levels of hope, higher levels of success in the future, period. You have more hope in here, more measurable success out here. So what do we do to get hope in there? So you need to work on that, and we're going to talk about how you maintain that, how you focus on that, but you need to deserve that. And to deserve that, you need to be focused on being the person that you know you should be. And I'm going to ask you that you think about that. And we're going to do the mirror test every day. How long? Rest of your life. I guarantee you will see results if you do that. So what you're going to do is every night before you go to bed, you're going to walk in and usually you brush your teeth before you go to bed. And if you don't, brush your teeth. Dental health is important in physical health and appearance, and you'll be happier. So just right before you brush your teeth or after you brush your teeth at night before you go to bed, I want you to look in the mirror right across from you. And I want you to say, does this person deserve success? And the answer I want you to say is yes. Maybe not perfectly right now, but that person deserves success. That person deserves hope. And what have you done today? One thing that you have done to move that forward. And if you have not done anything, I want you to stop right there. And I want you to take 5 minutes. Maybe it's just a journal entry. Maybe it's sending an email. Maybe it's setting a reminder for tomorrow. One thing that is going to drive your future success forward. And I want you to think about that every night. And that is important because you're going to get tired of that. And if you get tired of that, you're going to get creative in actually doing something. You're going to say, I'm going to do this, and you're going to do it every night. And if you really do it every night, you're going to have to take some action or you're going to drive yourself crazy, which is the point of the exercise. Mirror test, stand in front of it. Does this person deserve success? And the answer has to be yes. If your answer is no, why do you not deserve success? Examine that. And if you don't deserve success, do something so that you deserve success. If that's changing how you interact with other people, if it is apologizing for past behavior, and I've done all of those things. I say, does this person deserve success? And me personally, Many years ago, the answer was no. You got some things that you need to change about how you interact with other people. I corrected that. And all of a sudden, yes. So, number one, does this person deserve success? Yes. If the answer is no, fix it. If it's partial, create whatever you need to do to make sure that you deserve success. And that is personal. I'm asking you to examine that. And then after that, ask the question, what have I done today to get toward my dream? And we'll talk about what your dreams are, but the hope that you have for that dream for tomorrow. And if not, make a journal entry about what you're going to do and why you didn't do it today and what you can avoid to do, what you can do to avoid not taking action tomorrow. Or set a reminder for tomorrow in something like Todoist, which will remind you to do something. Or send an email to somebody before the night continues and you go to bed saying, let's get together and discuss writing a song, or getting together to discuss being in a show, or let's do our voice workout or our guitar workout tomorrow, or put a reminder in to talk to a voice coach or a guitar coach or a songwriting coach and ask them to help you out. Do you deserve success? And take one small step each day and you'll be successful. I absolutely believe that. This is the first step to take, the mirror test. So remember that. It works, and plan on doing it every day the rest of your life. Take 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and it will make a difference for you. I'm Jeff Moore, coming to you from Peak Music Studios, and I will see you next week.